Hi, I'm Scott Starratt with Starratt Wealth Management. So as we start the month of March, we're starting off with some volatility as the US and Israel has gone into Iran and is conducting a war or an operation in there. It's a little too early to tell what's going to happen over the coming days, weeks, and months, but needless to say, it does create a lot of volatility for the market. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about that as I do this in April. But in the meantime, in the month of February, we had a continuation for the most part of what happened in January, which was a weakening or at least a flatlining of the AI technology trade and a continuation of commodities increasing in value. Again, some of that was due to U.S. weakness. Some of it was due to concerns about what is now happening out of the Middle East. But in most cases, the bit drop in AI technology was concentrated into certain sectors, and we're starting to see that. We're starting to see, for example, in the month of February, one of the sectors that got hit quite hard was software. And so the concern being is that if you have a software program that you're using, and there's some big ones out there, that maybe you aren't going to be using it as much going forward because the company you're working for is going to create their own AI version of whether it be a contact management software or something of the like. We'll see whether that happens or not. A lot of people, according to Bloomberg and Financial Times, feel that this is really overdone, that yes, some companies, very similar to the late 1990s, i.e. the internet.com boom, will fall by the wayside. And there will be other companies that will do quite well. As some people put it, it's the pet.com versus Amazon. Back in 1999, pet.com was a much bigger company. Amazon was smaller. All Amazon did was sell books. Fast forward a few years after the year 2000, and pet.com was no more, and Amazon was on its way to becoming one of the largest companies in the world. So you never know what's going to happen. I mean, who would have thought a bookseller would have taken over from a pet retailer? But that's what happened back then, and we'll see with software companies what happened now. For most people in client portfolios, we didn't have a lot of exposure into that area, if at all any. So really, it was a non-event in client portfolios. So as I've said before, we continue to believe that commodities are a place where you should have more capital, and then not necessarily selling all the AI technology, but at least reducing it. And that's what we've done over the last little bit. As well, we continue to be have money set aside to take advantage of opportunities, whether that we're going to see an opportunity here in March or in April. At some point, we will. And we do have money available in order to take advantage of that. And we look forward to being able to do some buying at cheaper prices than what we've experienced over the last few months. Interest rates appear to be pretty stable right now. In the United States, a new Fed chairman will be coming in pending, of course, Congress approval, Senate approval. That'll be coming in here in the next few months. And but for most people do expect interest rates to be on hold. Again, with the uncertainty out of the Middle East, we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, it was a fairly quiet or flat month in the month of February. Like I said, we continue to be focused on finding opportunities and protecting client assets. But for right now, everything seems to be working just fine. We're leading into tax time of the year. So you will be getting checklists from us. You will be getting tax slips from us over the next couple of months. Of course, just a reminder that some tax slips were due at the end of February, things like T4s, T5s, T5008s, but a lot of other tax forms aren't due to the end of March. So for a lot of people, you won't be able to file your income tax as per usual until we get into April. Please do check with us to make sure you do have all your tax slips before you file, just to make sure nothing gets missed, either yourself or obviously your tax preparer or accountant. That's about it for now. If you do have any questions or there are any questions that maybe family members or colleagues have regarding their portfolio, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself, Jim, Angela, or Alex. Any of the four of us would be more than happy to chat with you about your situation, about taxes, or about what's going on in the portfolio.